Hey, what's going on, everyone? What is going on? Listen, we have been discussing friendships at Crown ORL, and today I want to specifically focus on 8 tips that we need in supporting friends. So, in order to properly support our friends, I want to give us these 8 tips real quick. But before we do that, go ahead and hit the share button. Go ahead and hit the like. Go ahead and let your family, let your friends know, especially for friends that you do business with or friends that have businesses, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, business owners. Let them know, because this is a real issue. This is a real topic. When it comes to business and it comes to friends' businesses, especially when we're exchanging our money, there's a specific way that we're supposed to do that. There's a specific way that we're supposed to approach it so that we can still protect the friendship. And as we've been talking about the principles of friendships, one of the things I notice is we don't respect the principles. We don't respect the principles when it comes to dealing with our friends and business, and vice versa. A lot of times what happens is when friends go into businesses, there's this assumption, there's this expectation. And if you don't meet that expectation, if you don't meet that assumption, it could probably damage the friendship. And so one of the things we want to do is we want to make sure that when it comes to life, that we're operating more by principles than by our feelings. We're operating more by principles, because principles are laws that govern life. They work for anybody. They're not biased. You work them, they'll work. You violate them, they'll work against you. So it's extremely important that we work these principles when it comes to doing business with friends. And what I mean by doing business, I don't necessarily mean going into business with friends, but I'm saying, like, let's say, for example, your friend has a business or your friend provides a particular service. Interacting with them, engaging them in their particular business. And so there's certain tips that I want to share with everyone concerning that, because it's a very, very delicate subject. Now, one of the first things that we need to do, first tip, and this goes for everyone. It goes for the friend that has the business, and it also goes for you who's doing business with your friend. First tip is you have to understand that money changes the relationship. I don't care how good of a friend you are. I don't care what they say. The minute you introduce money to the equation, money changes the relationship. Money changes the relationship. As a matter of fact, money will also test the relationship, because if the relationship is already fragile, the minute you introduce money to it, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Listen, money changes the relationship. This is why the Bible says that the borrower is slave to the lender, which means the minute we introduce money to the dynamic, to the equation, you could be the best of friends. Money have this way of revealing how people really feel. Yeah. Go into business and see if your friends, and if your friends don't spend their money with you, it'll show you some things about yourself based on how you feel. And it also reveals some things about them. Now, I will preface it to say this. Your friend is not obligated to spend money with you. Your friend is not obligated to do business with you. So money changes the relationship. Now, what does it change the relationship to? If someone is spending money with you, they are not in that setting first your friend. If someone is spending money with you, they are first your customer or your client. Remember, money changes the relationship. So they're not your friend. It's a good thing that you guys are friends, but there's a reason. Listen, you are the vendor. You are providing the service. You are providing the product. That's first priority. They are not your friends first, which means you can't take business personal. Stop taking it personal. It's business. If they don't like certain things, listen, money first changes that. So that's the first tip. Understand that if you are deciding to engage in your friend's business, or if you are preparing to take on your friend as a customer or as a client, they're not your friend first. The minute they walk through your doors, the minute you take them on into your industry, they are your customer, which means it's governed by a whole different set of rules, right? Ethics. You can't have nepotism. Now, I know there's favor in all that situation, but for the most part, they're your customers first. They're your clients first. You got to respect that tip. You got to respect that law. And it will allow you to do good businesses, that you look at your friend as a customer, not just any customer, a paying customer. Now, about money real quick. Because they're your friend, sometimes what people do is they don't take money from their friends. Oh, no, your money's not good here. But you got overhead. You have expenses. You have bills. You have things that you need to purchase. You got inventory. What you mean their money's not good here? Is your other customers, is their money good? Yeah. What about the next customer? Is their money good? Okay, then if their money's good, then that means your friend's money is just as good too. Because let your business hit a rough patch and you realize that, man, I'm not bringing in the revenue that I could. You're going to feel some type of way, or you may feel some type of way that your friend hasn't spent money. Now, here's the funny thing about people. Here's the funny thing I notice about people. People will not let you pay, but feel some type of way that you haven't paid. I never understand that. People will feel some type of way because you didn't. They'll say, no, your money not good here. You ain't got to pay. You ain't got to pay. But then let some time go by. They'll feel some type of way that, man, I mean, they didn't even, I know I said they didn't have to pay, but I mean, they're not even going to pay at least once. You want to know why? Because you brought the friendship into the business setting. The way you protect the friendship is by doing business. Protect the friendship by doing business. I appreciate the fact that you're my friend, but in this setting, in this moment, you're my customer. Here's my invoice. here's your service. You're the vendor, they're the customer. So that's the first tip. Money changes the relationship. Never ever forget that. The second thing is, listen, because money is being introduced to the equation, as the business person, they are expecting a product or a service. Okay? They're expecting a product or a service at the time that it is promised to be delivered. Oftentimes we take the friendship into the business relationship, and it's almost as we use the friendship as a crutch to delay our friends from receiving their product or receiving their service. I've even seen some settings where the product that was meant for the friend is given to a different customer so that other customer don't have to wait as long. Don't do that. That's not good business practice. If your friend is spending money with you, and if you're spending money with your friend, understand that they expect a service and they expect a product from you, which means after you receive that service, after you receive that product, your friend, the business person, is expecting payment from you. They're expecting referrals. They're expecting brand loyalty. That's how that works. So that's the second tip. The second tip is this: there has to be an exchange. There has to be an exchange. See, it's in the exchange that value is communicated. Product is given, service is given, that communicates value one direction. And then in return, payment is given, referral or a good review is given, that communicates value. So we're exchanging value for value. And when we do that, it keeps the friendship protected. But if there is not an exchange for value, that lack of exchange in the business can spill over into the friendship and things can go downward from there. Number 3, very important. This is for the business people. Very important. Your friend is not there to shoot the breeze. Listen. Your friend is not there to. So if you go to your friend's business, they're not there to catch up with you. They're actually working. This is how they make a living. This is their means of an income. So I know you want to catch up with them. I know you want to ask them about the latest thing. I know you want to discuss the sporting event. I know you want to do all of that, but understand this: they're actually working. There's other customers that may be around and other clients that may be around, or another client that may be waiting. So you got to respect the time and the space that they allocated for you. There's definitely will be a time for you to catch up, but respect their environment. Respect the fact that they are actually working. Okay. So they're not there to talk. They're not there to socialize. They're there to serve. They're there to serve. They're working. So if you're coming to your friend's establishment, allow them to work. Give them that space to work. Okay. And number 4, this one is extremely important. If your friend has a great product, if your friend offers a great service, support it, promote it, refer it, give it a review. If they have a great product, if they have a great service, support it, promote it. As a business person, you should be able to communicate to your friends who do business with you how they can add value to your business. Okay? So support it, promote it. Here's the next level, which I don't see this a lot. It does happen, it does take place, but consider investing in your friend's business. Now, remember, if you're going to invest in the business, that's not just exchanging for a product and a service. That's attaching yourself to your friend's gift and business, which means it's going to change the relationship again. What do I mean by that? The expectation will be on a deeper level because you're not just a friend that's supporting a friend's business. You are an investor. You're not just a client that participate in receiving a product or receiving a service. You are now an investor, which means there are a certain set of expectations that you will now have on your friend's business. Because I believe in your business, I'm going to take my income, my money, and invest it so that you can grow and scale your business, which means you're held accountable to how you steward your friend's investment. So you have to make sure you steward it well so that as your business grows, they continue to invest in it. But if you don't properly invest it, they're going to not only pull out as an investor, but they'll stop promoting it and they'll stop supporting it eventually. Okay. So please be mindful who you let invest in your business that you have a friendship with, because if it goes south, it could damage the friendship. So consider investing in that, because ultimately their success strengthens the friendship. Your friend's success in their business strengthens the friendship. It really does. It really does. All right, let me give you the next one real quick. This one is number 5. Number 5, 8 tips to properly support your friend's business. Number 5 is this. Give your friends honest feedback, honest reviews about their product and the service. Even if it hurts their feelings. If it hurts their feelings, then they're taking it personal. It's not personal. It's business. As a matter of fact, somebody put that in the chat. It's not personal. It's business. It's not personal. It's business. So give them honest feedback about their product and about their service. Okay, it goes like this. There is a reason, when you think about it, of why you decided to do business with them. There's a reason why you decided to do business with them. There's a reason why you bypassed someone else that probably did it cheaper. There's a reason why you probably bypassed someone else that probably is closer, or that probably can the turnaround time is quicker. There's a reason why you bypassed all of them and selected your friend. And it can't just be because that's your friend. Listen, that's cool. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm spending money with you, I expect competitive service. I expect competitive service. If someone's gonna be spending money with you, you got to give them competitive service, because you got competition that will gladly take your friend as a client, that will gladly sell their product to your friend, which means if they're coming to you, cut all that friend stuff out. I appreciate that. But you got to give competitive service. You can't shortcut it, which means if your friend is not delivering the goods as a friend, this is where the friendship pays extreme dividends to their business. Give them an honest feedback about it. Is it time related? Is it service related? Is it product? Is it professionalism? Give them feedback. And if you're getting feedback, that's love. That's love. Because I'll be honest with you, we live in a day and age where people can't be honest anymore. Either they're afraid to offend, or they are insecure if the person leaves after the feedback. Truth is truth. You say it with as much love as you can. You say it with as much compassion as you can. But at the end of the day, the reason that I'm communicating this out is because I want you to be better. And that is the problem that we have in our society today. We can't be honest with people because we're walking on eggshell. We're walking on eggshell, afraid of how they feel. But in reality, the truth is what's going to set them free. The truth, listen, that truth is what may take their business to another level. We can't be afraid to be honest with people. Say, hey, listen, man, if I'm gonna keep doing business with you, I'm gonna need you to be here early. If I'm gonna keep doing business with you, I'm gonna need you to not deliver my stuff late. If I'm gonna keep doing business with you, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and respect my time. That's extremely important. And we don't do that as much because we don't want to hurt. We don't want to offend. We don't want to lose a friend. But a real friend, a real friend makes sure that their friend's business is operating to the highest degree, to the highest level. And the only way that's going to happen is if you give them an honest feedback. All right. Which brings to number 6. If you're a business owner, be vulnerable. Ask for feedback. If you have friends doing business with you, ask them for feedback. Feedback like, hey, why do you do business with me over my competitors? Or if they don't do business with you, ask them, hey, why don't you do business with me? Find out why. Don't assume. See, when we assume, we make it personal. See, man, they're not supporting me. No. Where you are may be too far for them. What you do may not be to the level of standard that they hold themselves to. But open yourself up, find out from them. There's a reason why they do business with you. There's a reason why they go to you, and there's a reason why they don't go to you. Now, hear me. Number 7, hear me. Do not punish the friendship because they were truthful and they were transparent with you about your business. Do not punish the friendship because of that. Do not punish the friendship because someone had the boldness, right, and the courage to tell you that, hey, you're not doing it right now. This ain't it. This ain't you. You're better than that. Your business is better. Don't punish the friendship. All right. And because they don't come to you, don't punish the friendship either. Now, when they need something as a friend, you punish them because they didn't support your business. Don't do that. Listen, don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. Making it personal puts the friendship at risk. When you make it personal, you put the friendship at risk. Don't make it personal. And number eight, extremely important. This was a revelation that came up in conversation with my little sister. This is the revelation. Very important. And I want somebody to put this in the chat. Listen, if you don't want people asking for discounts, then stop giving discounted service. I'm going to say it again. And somebody put that in the chat. If you don't like people asking for discounts, stop giving discounted service. Stop giving discounted service. Because just like someone pays for what they get, if someone's paying you quality, then they expect quality. When someone feels like they are not paying quality or not paying or receiving quality, then they're going to feel some type of way about what they're compensating you. And here's a tip. Always do more than what you're charging. Always do more than what you're charging. Because the way we are wired, listen, I think everyone is built with a sense of conviction. I do. You ain't got to know the Lord. I believe everyone has a sense of conviction. When somebody go out of their way and give you superb, phenomenal service, to walk away from there and not tip and do something, like something in you has to be shut down somewhere. Your average person is going to recognize quality service and want to reward it. So always do more than what you are charging for. It's going to pay in the long run for you. People are going to go out of their way to refer and support. Be like, look, I got to pay more. I got to pay you more. When they see that, come on, everybody know when you go out to a restaurant, when you go somewhere and someone is really just going out of their way to serve you, you reward that. You reward that. And that's where you got to have faith in your product, in your service, where, you know what, I'm going to give you exceptional service at a fair rate. When people see that, they will reward you. Now, as we're operating business, friendships have their own formula. Business has their own formula. And here's the ingredients. I just want to talk to my business people now. Here's the 3 ingredients in order to be successful. These are the 3 ingredients that if you implement these ingredients in what you're doing, it'll always produce success in your business. It will set you apart. The first ingredient you have to always make sure you do is you got to honor. As a business person, you have to honor. You have to honor. You can't show favoritism. I understand you got different levels of clients. Listen, if you want to isolate how you treat your client, let your payments, let your premiums, let your service packages differentiate. Okay? Let it be differentiated from your service packages, right? That way it don't come off as favoritism. That way it's like, all right, listen, this is the $1,000 package. This is the $500 package. So someone on the $1,000 level, of course, is not getting the same type of service on the $500 level, but at least you spelled it out and everyone knows where they fit in. And if they want to go to that next level, let them go to that next level. But don't get to a place where you are treating people different because of who they are or what they pay. And if you have a plain, even field with everyone. Now, if it's different, then it's different. So honoring says this: whether that person's spending $1 million with you or that person's spending $1, honor says, I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to give you quality service. I'm going to give you professionalism. Regardless of the amount you're spending, I'm going to communicate value to you. I'm going to make sure that when you walk away with the maximum amount of value. That's honor. Always include honor in what you're doing. Honor says, people who honor in their business go out of their way to add value. People who honor in their business go out of their way to say thank you. Honor says, I'm going to go beyond what is expected. That's honor. Honor communicates respect. It says, I respect the fact that you took time out to do business with me. I respect the fact that you went and you worked and you made the decision to spend your hard-earned money with me. I'm going to honor you. That's what honor says. So watch this. One of the examples of honor is being there, availability, showing up for your customers, for your clients. Nothing communicates dishonor more than not being there or being late. And they're supposed to be spending money with you. Okay, so you got to show up. So listen, they're not obligated. They're not entitled. They don't have to spend money with you. Because they're going to do that, make sure that you're in position. Make sure that you're in the proper place. Honor. The second thing is generosity. Generosity is you are generous with your time. You're generous with your talent. You're generous with your treasure. You are generous. You freely give. Here's a news flash. You're not there to get. When someone's doing business with you, you're not there to get. You're there to give. They're coming to receive from you. You're not there to get. You're there to give. The only thing that you get is you get to serve. Is you get an opportunity for them to do business with you. That's the only thing you get. But other than that, you're there to give. Give of your time, give of your talent, give of your treasure. Freely give it, freely receive it. And then the last thing is Humility. 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 It's a privilege for them to do business with you. All layers of your clients, it's a privilege for them to do business with you. Humble yourself. Don't be arrogant because you getting money. And the humility part also serves as, if your friends are not doing business with you, can we please stop flexing? Can we please stop flexing? Can we please stop putting posts on social media throwing shade and they know who you're talking about? Can we please not do that? Oh, it's amazing. Listen, if they don't do business with you, they don't do business with you. If they do business with you, they do business with you. You don't have to throw shade, right? So humility says, you know what? I'm going to be consistent in who I am, regardless of what you do, regardless of whether or not you do business with me. I'm going to remain who I am. I'm going to walk in meekness. I'm going to just humble myself. I'm not going to take it personal. I'm going to submit myself to the process. See, one of the things that I do is I don't take it personal in a sense when someone doesn't do business with me. I don't take it personal. I take it as motivation to get better in my craft. I take it as motivation to get better in the product or the service that I offer, so that when it comes to that person, that friend making the decision, it is no question. They are looking for me. They're willing to wait for me to take them on as a client because I have put the time in to refine my craft, to refine my gift, to refine my, I don't take it personal. I don't take it personal. See, ultimately, it is an opportunity. As a matter of fact, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity, when your friends don't do business with you, it's an opportunity to refine your process so that they can do business with you. Don't take it personal. So those were the 8 tips along with the formula for professional relationships, for professional friendship. I love to hear what you think. Just go ahead and send us a direct message. Go ahead and put your comments. If you're watching this after the actual broadcast, go ahead and put the comments down and let the conversation, let the dialogue go out. Those were my tips, but I am sure, I am certain there's other tips that you can contribute to the dialogue, to the conversation. So if you got some additional tips that you think would be meaningful when it comes to doing business properly with friends, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Go ahead and send us a direct message. And that way other people can benefit from your comments as well. Listen, guys, I appreciate you guys supporting. Make sure you continue to tune in to these broadcasts. If you're not following Crown ORL, make sure you're following Crown ORL on all of our platforms. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and put this plug in. As we're continuing in the principles of friendship, this Sunday in person, I'm going to be talking about how to restore, how to build, and how to come back from broken trust. How to build trust and how to rebuild trust in a friendship, in a relationship, whether it be business, whether it be personal. I'm going to be discussing, I'm going to be giving you the tools on how to build trust and how to rebuild trust after it has been broken. I appreciate you guys. Continue to support, continue to tune in. Until next time, have a great, great day. Make sure all that you do is for his glory and his glory alone. Be blessed. Have a great day.